Imagine stepping into your RV after a scorching or freezing day, and it already feels like perfect, cozy home temperature in under a minute. That's exactly what the right RV air conditioner and heater combo can do when you choose the right unit for your rig. Today's video is all about the best RV air conditioner heater combos that can genuinely give you 4-season comfort on the road. By the end of this video, you'll know which unit is worth your money, which ones to avoid, and which one can quietly keep your RV comfortable without killing your batteries or your patience. 7. Furrion Chill Cube FACR 18V AM. This thing is all about raw cooling power, using a variable speed compressor with R32 refrigerant to deliver strong performance while keeping energy usage lower than traditional fixed speed RV ACs. In practice, that variable speed setup means you don't get that brutal inrush of current every time the compressor kicks on, which is a blessing if you're running off a smaller generator or inverter system. Instead of that big thump and flickering lights, the Chill Cube ramps up more smoothly and can modulate its speed to maintain temperature rather than constantly cycling on and off YouTube. On hot travel days, the 18K BTU capacity is genuinely noticeable when you're upgrading from a 13.5K unit. The cabin cools down faster and feels less struggly in full sun. Day to day, the Chill Cube's design leans toward efficiency and modern tech. The variable speed compressor sips power compared to some older, brute force rooftop units, making it much easier to pair with solar, lithium setups, and compact generators. Noise levels are also improved over many legacy units. Rated as very quiet for its class, it avoids that constant drone that makes normal conversation or sleep difficult. If you camp in crowded parks or like working inside your RV during the day, having a more subdued sound profile makes a big difference in comfort. And with the ducted configuration, once it's tied into your existing ceiling ducts, the air distribution feels more even and less one cold blast in the middle of the rig. However, this is also where some trade-offs start to show. First, this particular Chill Cube configuration is cooling only from the factory to get true integrated heating performance similar to a heat pump. 6. Coleman Mach 15 Plus. This rooftop unit packs around 15,000 BTU of cooling power and moves air at roughly 320 to 325 CFM, which means when it kicks on, you feel it across a larger RV very quickly. It uses a hefty 1/3 horsepower fan motor, one of the largest in RV rooftop units, which is a big part of why it has such impressive airflow. If you've ever been in an RV where the AC barely seems to push air more than a few feet from the vent, the Mach 15 Plus feels like the opposite of that experience. Rooms in the back of the rig cool down noticeably faster, and the cabin stops feeling uneven with hot and cold pockets. The Mach 15 Plus can also be configured with an optional electric heat element, giving you about 5,600 BTU of electric heat on top of that cooling performance. In shoulder seasons or milder winter nights, that heating strip can take the edge off without firing up the propane furnace, which is great when you're plugged into shore power and don't want to burn fuel. That combo of strong cooling and supplemental electric heat makes it a serviceable AC heater pairing for many casual RVers. Its medium profile, roughly 38 inches long, 26 inches wide, and under 14 inches tall, means it still looks and fits like a traditional rooftop unit. It's compatible with standard 14 by 14 inch roof openings, which makes retrofit straightforward on most rigs. 5. Furrion Fake R13 HESA BLAM Chill with Heat. Where the Chill Cube at number 7 focused mainly on advanced cooling efficiency, this line aims to give you a more complete hot and cold package in a standard rooftop form factor. Cooling capacity in the 13,500 to 15,000 BTU range is more than enough for most travel trailers and mid-size fifth wheels, especially when properly ducted. The key difference here is the integrated heating capability, which lets you avoid firing up the furnace every time temps dip a bit. That makes it a more convenient, all-in-one climate solution for RVers who like shoulder season camping. In real-world use, the Furrion Chill heat-equipped units are known for relatively quiet operation and decent efficiency for traditional fixed-speed systems. Noise is reduced thanks to a more modern design, especially compared to older factory ACs, so fan hum is present but not overwhelming in the living area. Cooling performance is solid, with enough power to pull down interior temperatures quickly when you roll into a hot campground and fire it up. Because these are designed as modern replacements, they typically fit standard 14 by 14-inch cutouts, just like the Coleman and Dometic units. That keeps installation more straightforward and often means less need for structural modification to your roof. From a heating standpoint, the Furrion chill heat models are especially useful when you're on shore power and want to save propane. On cool mornings, you can bump the thermostat a few degrees and let the rooftop unit take the chill off without waking up half the campground with a roaring furnace. Number 4. Dometic FreshJet 3 Series. The FreshJet 3 is built as the next generation upgrade to Dometic's previous Brisk 2 line, with up to 13% higher cooling capacity, 15% more airflow, and notably less noise. In typical 13,500 BTU configurations, it delivers powerful, even cooling while using around 28% less refrigerant than older models, which is a nice nod toward efficiency and sustainability. The sound level is significantly reduced, with about 4 dB less noise than some comparable rooftop units, which translates to a big difference in perceived loudness inside the RV. In practice, that means conversations, TV time, and sleep are all more comfortable while the AC is running. The FreshJet 3 comes in both cool-only and heat pump versions, so if you pick the right model, you get genuine heating capability built into the same rooftop footprint. That heat pump setup delivers efficient electric heat that can carry a lot of the load in cool weather when you're on shore power. Instead of a simple heat strip, the heat pump design moves heat more efficiently, feeling closer to a mini-split experience than an old-school toaster coil in the roof. For RVers who camp in mixed climates, this is a big advantage. Your rooftop unit becomes a true year-round comfort system. The ability to choose ducted or non-ducted configurations means it works for a wide range of rigs. Aesthetically and structurally, Dometic has tightened things up here. 3. RecPro RV Air Conditioner 15K with heat pump. Breaking into the top 3, the RecPro 15,000 BTU RV Air Conditioner with an integrated heat pump is a true 4-season rooftop solution. This unit delivers 15,000 BTU of both cooling and heating capacity, meaning the same rooftop footprint that keeps you cool in summer can actively heat your RV in colder weather. Unlike simple heat strips, the heat pump is designed for efficient, sustained heating, making it much more practical for extended shoulder season camping. The power draw remains reasonable, with roughly 1,500 watts needed for cooling and about 1,300 watts for heating. Running amps hover around 14 amps in cooling and 12 amps in heating, which is impressively efficient for a 15K unit. One of the biggest strengths of this RecPro system is its noise and refinement. It uses a brushless motor, which not only helps bring down power consumption, but also makes the fan and compressor noticeably smoother and quieter than many older designs. Inside the RV, that translates to less droning and fewer harsh on-off cycles, so the climate control fades into the background rather than dominating your soundscape. Airflow is strong, up to around 341 CFM, which is enough to push conditioned air throughout medium to larger RVs when installed as a ducted system. You can also opt for a non-ducted configuration if your rig is more basic, giving this unit flexibility across a wide range of layouts. Daily usability is also well thought out. Number 2. FOGATTI 16K BTU RV AC Unit with heat. Runner-up at number 2 is the FOGATTI 16,000 BTU RV Air Conditioner with integrated heating, sometimes branded as the InstaCool Ultra. This unit brings serious performance to the table, 16,000 BTU of cooling and about 12,500 BTU of heating, designed to cover up to roughly 600 square feet or RVs up to about 36 feet in length. Its dual-motor, triple-fan system delivers about 418 CFM of airflow, which is huge. It can cool or heat the interior about 30% faster than many standard RV rooftop units. FOGATTI claims you can feel a noticeable change in just about 4 minutes, And in practice, that rapid response is one of the most immediately impressive aspects of this unit. If you're moving constantly between climate zones, that speed really matters. Efficiency and quiet operation are where this unit really shines. With an energy efficiency ratio around 11.8, the FOGATTI can run longer while using less power, making it better suited to smaller generators and off-grid setups. Noise levels are particularly impressive, dropping down to about 43 dB in nighttime operation, which is extremely quiet for a rooftop AC of this capacity. Instead of that roaring white noise many RVers are used to, you get more of a low, consistent whoosh that quickly fades into the background. The 4-way auto-sweeping air supply and 3D air distribution avoid cold drafts directly on your face, spreading air more evenly throughout the RV. Physically, the FOGATTI InstaCool Ultra has a slim 12.2-inch profile, making it one of the lower-profile high-capacity units on the market. 1. Truma Aventa Eco. Rated at around 13,500 BTUs per hour of cooling, the Aventa Eco isn't trying to win a raw BTU arms race. Instead, it focuses on creating an ideal comfort zone by precisely balancing temperature, humidity, airflow, and noise. What stands out immediately is how effectively it dehumidifies as it cools, which is something many standard rooftop ACs never fully achieve. By pulling moisture out of the air efficiently, the Aventa Eco can make the interior feel dramatically more comfortable, even at slightly higher thermostat settings, which saves energy. Testing has shown that many traditional RV ACs never actually reach that ideal comfort range. The Aventa is built specifically to hit and maintain it. Truma's engineering focus is on quiet, efficient operation and seamless user experience. In typical operation, the Aventa Eco draws roughly 9.4 to 10.5 amps, depending on fan speed, which is very modest for its cooling performance. Noise levels range from about 62 dB on low, up to around the low 70s on high, but the way Truma manages airflow and compressor cycling makes that sound much less intrusive than the numbers suggest. The airflow is smooth and well distributed rather than turbulent and drafty, which keeps comfort consistent across the cabin. The low-profile design, combined with high efficiency, makes it particularly attractive for rigs that want premium climate control without huge power demands. Where the Aventa Eco really separates itself is in system integration and control. Final thought, that's all for today, folks.